This review has been made possible by the condescending folks over at Toe Shoes. Is your lifestyle of running barefoot through rocks, broken bottles, and feces just not enough to tell your friends how impressive you are? Worry no more! You no longer have to restrict showing your toes to creepy old men online. Now you can show everybody your next steps in the running revolution with Toe Shoes. Their patent pending design removes the comfort and safety of regular shoes with thin, cheap, neon-colored material that'll leave people mocking you with jealousy. Unlike the other shoe brands out there who use thousands of sad children to stitch together their products, Toe Shoes make sure each child laborer is stitching your pair with a smile. Now that's equity. Toe Shoes, the only brand of shoe that lets you run like a caveman. Today, we'll be looking at one of the oldest vehicles in the book. Before we had carbon footsteps, we had to make, regular footsteps, I guess. In Los Santos, there are many ways of getting oneself across. No, I'm not talking about couples therapy, I mean mass transportation. Ever since the automobile beat out the horse by running over top of it, the North American way of life shifted to accommodate what many consider to be the backbone of urban culture. Public walkways became motorized bowling alleys for rich folks since there was no such thing as a driver's license. Eventually, the 99% caught on as motor cars became more affordable, and it's been a game of seeing how little you need to use your feet in this sprawling urban metropolitan fortress ever since. As far back as mankind's first few attempts to slide itself out of the water, there have been many prototypes and evolutionary rejects for the human foot. Finally, the Homo sapiens settled on a relatively hairless, non-webbed design which in some cases isn't even a guaranteed base option for everyone. These freakishly long hand-looking things are popularly concealed in public by a layer of fabric known as socks. For outdoor purposes, people use additional protective, and sometimes stylish, shells known broadly as shoes. There are various models of these shells, and frankly, I don't have the time to explain them all. So here's just a few. Fancy shoe. Convertible shoe. Lifted shoe. Boot. Sports shoe. I don't even know what the hell this thing is. Moving on. Unlike those who cite rising costs of petroleum for reasons why you should go anywhere near a bike, they often seem to forget that so too has the fuel of their transportation. That's right, everything you put in your body from ego chaser energy bars to that non-processed stuff on the side of the highway influences how much mileage you get out of those two legs. Alternatively, a car doesn't need 7 to 8 hours of sleep and ironically costs less to repair damage, at least in America. All in all, these things have done their job at keeping our species out of harm's way. I mean, mostly. Accelerating us to a future in which we can no longer run from our own problems. Until the cyborg revolution, in which even our appendages are owed to large corporations. Until then, for those of us fortunate to be able to use them, the foot is what drives us forward. And backwards. And also brakes. That's important enough for me.